So we have our second team that has announced their T20 World Cup 2024 squad. After New Zealand had announced yesterday, today it is the turn of South Africa to announce their 15-man squad for the T20 World Cup. Yes, that is the latest update we have got when it comes to the squad announcement in the T20 World Cup. South Africa have named their 15-man squad and the side will be led by Aiden Markram. Aiden Markram was the man who led in the SA20 and he gave Sunrisers Eastern Cape two back-to-back SA T20 titles. And if you have to look at the prominent absentees who are there in the squad, there is no Quinton de Kock. He's announced his international retirement. That's why he won't be there. There is no Temba Bavuma. Temba Bavuma is not going to be part of the side. There is no Rassie van der Dusen, which is kind of surprising. But then, yes, his ODI form has been great, but his T20I form hasn't been all that good. Then you look at all the others who are there. This is the squad that has been assembled at this time. So here is the names. Aiden Markram, Othniel Bartman. I'll come to Othniel Bartman and the other Ryan Rickleton a bit later. Gerald Katsia, and in fact there is Quinton de Kock. Yes, Quinton de Kock has been included in the team. Yes, sorry for that other update. The other update is that Quinton de Kock is there. There is Jan Fortune, Reza Hendricks, Marco Jansen, Heinrich Klaassen, Keshav Maharaj, David Miller, Andrich Nortje. Nortje returns back to the international setup after close to 1 year. Kagiso Rabada, Ryan Rickleton, Tabraiz Shamsi, Tristan Stubbs, and the travelling reserves will be Nandre Berger and Lungi Ngidi at this point. So they have announced two travelling reserves in Nandre Berger and Lungi Ngidi. So Quinton de Kock is still there. He's going to give one more shot, and that is why it's going to be very, very interesting to see. The two changes that are there, Othniel Bartman and Ryan Rickleton. Now, Othniel Bartman and Ryan Rickleton have done very well if you have to look at. I've just got the squad right here in front of me. And the basic thing that has been said here is that Othniel Bartman, Rickleton was the leading run getter in the SA20 and he was the second highest run scorer in the CSA T20 challenge. On top of that, he will be partnering Quinton de Kock at the top of the order. Now, Othniel Bartman, he was topping the bowling charts when you look at it. He was topping the bowling charts in the SA20. And if you want to look at Othniel Bartman, who he is, he's a right-arm medium-fast bowler who has played, he's going to make his debut. And Ryan Rickleton, he's a left-handed bat. He's also the wicket keeper. So that, in a way, gives you upteen evidence that, yes, South Africa want to keep all bases covered. If a Quinton de Kock is not going to keep, then you've got a Ryan Rickleton who's going to be there. And yes, the basic thing is, if you look at their bowling lineup, this is the bowling lineup that's going to be there. There's Kagiso Rabada, there is Gerald Katsia, there is Keshav Maharaj, Andrich Nortje, and you've got a Tabraiz Shamsi, and you've also got, so you've got two spinners and three fast bowlers if you want to start your 11. There's also a Marco Jansen, don't forget. So, in this sense, Nandre Berger is one of the travelling reserves. And many people will be asking, on current form, how could you get in Andrich Nortje and leave out a Nandre Berger? But perhaps maybe they are more concerned about the fact that, okay, Nandre Berger may not have that much of an experience when you look at it. And here, in this case, maybe they have gone with the ICC experience of Andrich Nortje. So that's why, if you have to look at it, this is the ideal team. As I mentioned, Othniel Bartman and Ryan Rickleton. Othniel Bartman is a right-arm pacer and Ryan Rickleton is a wicket-keeper bat. And if you want to know from where are they from in the SA20, Ryan Rickleton actually plays for the if you look at it, he was part MI Cape Town. He was part of MI Cape Town. And Othniel Bartman, he plays for the Sunrisers Eastern Cape. He was one of the leading wicket takers until Marco Jansen overtook him. So MI Cape Town in the SA20 for Ryan Rickleton and Othniel Bartman for Sunrisers Eastern Cape. That is the current situation we've got. So for people who are joining us right now, what is the playing 11 for South Africa? What is going to be what's the squad like? So the squad for the T20 World Cup for South Africa is captained by, if you want to say captained by Aiden Markram, then look at it, Othniel Bartman, Gerald Katsia, Quinton de Kock, Bjorn Fortune, Reza Hendricks, Marco Jansen, Heinrich Klaassen, Keshav Maharaj, David Miller, Andrich Nortje, Kagiso Rabada, Ryan Rickleton, Tabre Shamsi and Tristan Stubbs. Tristan Stubbs has been in great form in the IPL and he will be the key if you look at it. That middle order, Markram, Klassen, Stubbs, that's power pack. Quinton de Kock is also there. And you've also got a Aiden Markram. So maybe a Ryan Rickleton and a Quinton de Kock followed by a Markram, Klassen, Stubbs. He's also going to be your wicket-keeper bat if you look at it, Ryan Rickleton, or if you want to look at all the other things. So Quinton de Kock and Ryan Rickleton, Markram, Klassen, and you've also got O'Neill Bartman. So David Miller is also there. And I'll take some comments. Why no Burger in place of Nortje? This is a blunder, Shreyansh is saying. Now, if you look at it, he's there in the travelling reserves, Shreyansh. He's there as a travelling reserve. So maybe, if there is an injury to someone, he might slot back in the squad. Then, by the way, Sid, Nortje played any ICC tournament? 2022 T20 World Cup. Andrich Nortje was there. And that is why maybe they have got, if you look at past T20 World Cups and ODI World Cups, he suffered a shoulder injury. He missed out on 2, if you look at it, ICC events. And then Daniel and South Africa already made the mistake by choosing experience over form. Same mistake BCCI will make by choosing Rohit and KL and Virat. Zakaria is saying weak SA team. I do agree it is a weak SA team. And if you have not included Nandre Berger, but they know better, perhaps the South African selectors believe that Berger's raw pace could hurt them in West Indies. And that's why that's the thing. So South Africa will go home after Super 8 stays. Zakaria, well, I didn't keep them as one of the contenders for the World Cup. I mean, I have kept them as one of the teams to look out for, but they are not my contenders. The contenders are Australia, England, and New Zealand in my book. I've kept India as the 4th team, but I don't see India winning at this point. And then why no Temba Bauma? How could you pick a Temba Bauma when he himself was not in form, King D? It is a risky thing. Temba has not been in form. His fitness has not been with him. So yes, big question marks. So that is the team. You got it. Aiden Markram is the captain. Quinton de Kock is there. You got a Gerald Katsia. You got a Reza Hendricks. You got a Marco Janssen, Kagiso Rabada. All of them are there. So it's going to be a big thing. South Africa have announced. And now let's see which other team does. India, most likely on 1st or 2nd of May, they'll announce it. Most of the teams will announce it by tomorrow. South Africa have done it. New Zealand have done it. Let's see when do the other teams do it. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this update. We'll be back with more updates. Stay tuned to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis. Bye-bye.